Welcome back to Notre Dame Day 2021. I'm Vahid Sadrzadeh. Joining us now is Joseph Becherer, director of the Snite Museum of Art. Joe, welcome to Notre Dame Day 2021.
Thank you very much for having me.
And I said Snite Museum of Art, and you said for now, so we'll get into that.
For now, sure.
In just a moment. But you've been the director of the museum for 2 years now. Tell us about your journey to Notre Dame and what things have changed since you've been here.
Well, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's been quite a year. So I don't know if it's a one long first year or it's 2 first years. No, I came in January of 19. And so I had one sort of normal year under my belt. And then with everything that's happened here since last March, it's been an opportunity to get to know the collections and think about opportunities for the future in a different way.
Sure, and we're talking about this new museum. What's the vision for the museum now, and where is it going to take us?
Sure. So, you know, just about 3 blocks from where we are right now, the construction fence is up and the banners are out and the landscape's being taken care of and the construction trailers are in place. And so we've begun on the journey for the Racklin Murphy Museum of Art. It'll take about 2 years for that construction. It's a 2-phase construction, but phase 1 will be done in about 2 years. It'll take us about 6 months to move into that new location right at the entrance of campus.
What is new? What is different about this new location?
Sure. So we have been out of space for about 3 generations. So this phase 1, phase 2, this and also using the current Snite Museum of Art will finally have the kind of space that we need for our collections. Not only those things that are on view for the staff and the students, but those things that are on view for the public and those things that are in storage. So it's been a space issue that has long been needed, and we've really needed an upgrade in the facilities.
For some of us who are watching, what is your favorite piece of art in the collection now, and what is what's different about it?
Oh my gosh, I hate that question because it's like picking among your kids. It's like who's behaving the best that day. I think that I would say that the favorite piece is always for me the most recent piece to come into the museum. We just recently acquired a pretty fantastic neon piece by an artist whose name is Tavares Strahan, and it says "I belong here." And it really, I think, encapsulates the sentiments, not just of myself, but of the staff, of the friends, of our advisory council, that we want the museum to be here for everyone. So we were quite thrilled. He's Bahamian American. He's a young, very inspiring artist, and we've put it right there at the entrance to the current museum.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned here because that is the theme, right, to what has been this last year of COVID-19. We haven't been able to welcome our regular community members to the museum. I know you've been quite successful in engaging people online. Tell us a little bit more about that and how that's been a shift over the last year or so.
Well, we're a museum. We're about real things. We're about real objects, real paintings, real experiences, and so on and so forth. And we've always had something of an online presence. So when everything happened last March, it was like, bam, what do we do? And I have to say, I am so impressed and proud of my colleagues that they made such an incredible transition. And we have such robust programming, not just for the Notre Dame community, but for this whole regional community, for teachers, for staff, for students. We've also been able to do programs where a grandma that lives in Tucson is able to do the program with one granddaughter that lives here in South Bend and another one that lives in southeastern Ohio. So there are some merits. But what I hear over and over again, what I heard from the students, the Notre Dame students when they came back is, we just want to be with the art. We just want to be here. We want to see the paintings. We want to be with the sculptures because there's a vibe that comes across that you just don't get through a reproduction. And, every time I'm out and about in the community, which is not a lot, but enough behind a mask, I get people asking me, at the farmer's market, at the Meijer store, when are you going to open? When are you going to open? When are you going to open? We can't wait to get back in. So we're looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it as well. There's something about walking through and feeling the presence and just being there. Is there an opening date set yet? at for the
For the new museum? The new museum will open in the autumn of 2023. It's a 2-year building project, but as you can imagine, for a museum where temperature and climate is so important, and the fragility of the objects, it's going to be a long move-in. You know, we're talking probably about moving 1,000 objects, just a few blocks, but it might as well be to the other side of the universe because it's going to take a lot of TLC.
Well, we're looking forward to it, certainly. Yeah. Joe, thank you so much
thanks for inviting me. Hope to see you in the museum soon.
Absolutely will. Thank you so much.